Hey, welcome to Crawfordsville High School, the home of the Athenians, for tonight's webcast that is taking on the Crawfordsville Athenians versus the McCutcheon Mavericks. We're going to go to PA announcer Gary Lynn for starting lineups.
At guard, 5'11" junior number 5, Nathan Falk. At forward, and at forward, 6'2" senior number 3, Mason Douglas. The head coach of the Mavericks is Tyler Shear. And now, your Crawfordsville Athenians! And forward, 7 junior, number 14, Jesse Hall! And forward, a 6'2" sophomore, number 44, Big Todd Wallace! And guard, a 6'1" junior, number 3, Todd Wallace! And guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 12, Zaire Morgan! And guard, a 5'11" senior, number 11, Marcus Williamson! Assistant coach in our game here, Sam Fitz, coaching in Jacob Miller. And in his 10th year as head coach of the Athenians, David Pierce, your officials, Michael Brendan, Chris Fuller, and Gary Hamilton.
All right, now you have the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. Crawfordsville Athenians versus the McCutcheon Mavericks, and this is Brian Saunders joined by Coach Daryl Hobson, assistant coach for the Crawfordsville Athenian baseball team, and certainly a very familiar face and voice and lots of Crawfordsville athletics through the years. Welcome, Coach Hobson. Also Coach Welliver on the camera and Justin Duggar on the computer. And here we go. Mavericks control the tip. And we'll get you starting lineups in just a second. For McCutcheon on the floor, we have Joe Finnessy, number 0, and of course, familiar face there with his brother Rob Finnessy playing for the Hoosiers, and the third Finnessy brother to come through McCutcheon that we've played against. That number 4, Dre Gibbs Lohorn, number 5, Peyton Falk, number 12, Drew Loy, and number 32, Mason Douglas for McCutcheon. They jump out to an early 2-0 lead on a basket by Finnessy, but then turn the ball over to the Athenians. Coach Hobson, welcome.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Ooh, it's kind of loud there.
It's really loud. All right, and here we go. Zaire Morgan on the drive there, and there's a turnover on an illegal screen on number 44, Mekhi Wallace. First team foul. First foul on Mekhi, of course, and starting lineup for the Athenians, Ty Linus, a junior, number 3, number 14, Jesse Hall, a junior, number 11, Karsten Williamson, a senior, and also then 2 sophomores, Mekhi Wallace, number 44, and Zaire Morgan, number 12. So pretty familiar starting lineup for the Athenians, with the exception of now Nate Schrader's been out for a little while with the hand surgery, and recovering well is the word that I've heard. But that then opened up a spot for Mekhi Wallace to jump in there, and has been starting now for a few games. That's number 12, Loy, with the basket for McCutcheon. And there's K-Dub for the first points for the Athenians with a great drive and bucket. Good steal there. Quick hands by K-Dub. Good job, but McCutcheon's able to recover the loose ball. Kind of a wild drive, and somehow they get the rebound. And then there's a foul. I think it's going to be on K-Dub. Fast pace.
It is. I'm trying to keep stats, and there's no time to talk.
No, that puts that foul was on Williamson. 2 fouls on the Athenians. His first foul, and that puts Finnessy at the line for McCutcheon. And the first free throw is up and good, and he'll shoot 2. Finnessy as a junior guard, listed at 6 feet tall. Second free throw is also good, so 6-2 lead for McCutcheon. Athenians running their offense here.
Man-to-man defense by the Mavericks.
Little step back three for Jesse is just off the back of the rim, a little strong, and rebound to number 32, Mason Douglas, the 6'2 senior from McCutcheon. Quick shot up. Jesse's able to use his height there to come up with that rebound. Tough pass. Lots of McCutcheon Mavericks underneath the bucket there, so that pass didn't make it through from K-Dub. The ball is picked off by number 5, Peyton Folk.
Yeah, it looks like Williamson could have just went up with a reverse layup there and possibly had an easy bucket, but trying to make the easy pass.
Yeah, he loves to pick up those assists. He had 20 points on Saturday, led the team in scoring, and they picked up a really nice win over Victory Prep. It was Lighthouse Academy, I believe, and now it's Victory College Prep in Indianapolis. New game added this year as part of that. I think Turkey Run, Rockville combination opened up a game for us, or consolidation opened up a game for us. And they didn't get it filled last year, but they were able to fill it this year.
Mavericks have been getting to the end of the rack with a lot of close-up shots, just unable to convert. But
Ty Linus with a quick shot there and rebound to McCutcheon just off the rim. Nice pass, but yeah. Linus stole back. Unfortunately, he was standing out of bounds.
Yeah. Little delayed call there. Like he knew what he had done, but the call was a little late.
Should have gone on and dribbled would be the question. So inbound to trying to feed the ball to Finnessy, but quick hands.
By Hall
you'll notice between Hall and Mekhi Wallace, we will get a lot of rebounds with those two. Mekhi Wallace has that natural ability. The ball just finds him. There's K-Dub on the drive, trying to go up with a shot, and stolen away by number 12, Loy, with a quick pass. And that's what, in my, just obviously Cam graduated last year, so 4 years of playing against McCutcheon. They're just really quick. They get up on the floor really quick. They're playing without Rowan Farrell tonight, which we know has been injured some, but that's a name everybody around this area recognizes and knows. Ty Linus with a big three-point bucket. Cuts the lead down to 3 for McCutcheon, 8-5. And he can score in bunches. Ty Linus does a nice job of getting a shot and can drive and can shoot from the outside, and has been really effective.
It's like a 1-2-2 or 3-2 zone here for the Athenians now. McCutcheon recognizes it and sets up their offense.
Gives a little different look, though. Nice to mix it up. There's a shot by number 4. That is Lawhorn, and the basket is good for 3.
Yeah, Lawhorn's just a freshman, really smooth player.
He actually, I think, has stepped in Rowan Farrell's absence and kind of at least been the offense or the primary scorer for McCutcheon. So Finnessy with the ball now, looking to drive and gets into the lane. Shot is off, though, but McCutcheon's going to come back with a rebound for 3 attempt. Is long by, that was number 5, Folk. Quick pass up the court into the hands of Mekhi Wallace into the lane.
Good move.
Nice spin move, and he's fouled. Shot almost dropped, but he's going to the line to shoot 2. That's a good. I thought Gary Lynn called his second foul. They have it down as the first foul on Douglas. So Wallace's first shot is up and good. Get some air underneath that for big number 44, the big sophomore that's stepped into a really nice role. And Ty Linus is going to take a break, and Ian Hensley's back in. He's been battling the flu over the last week. I know he didn't get to play Saturday, and so I'm sure he hasn't practiced too much. Of course, it's Tuesday night, so nobody's practiced too much since their last game.
Oh,
wow.
A little break there, maybe.
Yeah.
Looked like from our angle, from behind, that Hall knocked that out of bounds.
I think everybody else thought he did too, but officials saw that otherwise. So ball into Hensley's hands, over to Zaire Morgan now. I think he's setting up their offense. K-Dub with the ball now, and Jesse Hall can hit from lots of places. Lots of ability right there. Good drive. Rebound to the Athenians. Nice three-point attempt by Zaire Morgan, who also can knock those down. And foul's going to be on number 12 for McCutcheon on the rebound. That's Drew Loy, and that's his second foul. So that'll probably put him on the bench maybe for the rest of the half. Number 3 checks in, and that is Michael Skadberg. He's a 6'2 senior guard to replace, again, just sitting down Drew Loy. Ball, Jesse Hall out in the wing. He'll pop the 3 and just a little bit long. Again, when he just needs to knock down that first one and he'll get hot. Fennessy brings the ball up the court for McCutcheon. Looking to set up here. Athenians still in the zone defense, so McCutcheon running their offense. Again, 1 sub apiece for McCutcheon and Crawfordsville so far in the game. Scores 11-6 here with 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Into the lane, there's a nice turnover. Into the lane was number 4, Lawhorn, and he turns it over because he gets the Athenians collapse on him. There was nowhere to go.
Yeah, he had 3 Athenians all around him. He tried to dump the pass underneath, but couldn't pass it through the Athenians.
Yeah, good defense there, resulting in the turnover. So Coach Pierce calls in a new play, and they set it up here. Here the Athenians go. Ian Hensley looking to find K-Dub. Finds the open Mackay Wallace across court, but nothing there.
Athenians showing good patience here on this possession.
Directing traffic out there. Jesse Hall's directing traffic. And Zaire Morgan, we've talked about him last game that we were on the webcast. He's done a nice job, just barely any turnovers. There's a shot at the elbow for Zaire and good offensive putback. Mackay Wallace kept that ball alive into the hands of Jesse Hall, who just puts it right back up and in. So that makes it 11-8 in favor of McCutcheon with their ball. Good job by the Athenians. You said, Darryl, good patience. And there's a shot by Fennessy. It's long on the 3 attempt. Rebound into Zaire Morgan's hands. He leads Jesse Hall a little too much, just trying to push it up the court. And I probably caused that, right? I was just talking about no turnovers.
Yeah.
My fault, Zai. But he has done really well with the ball. I think he thought we were going to run. And McCutcheon got back pretty well on that, as they normally do. It's number 30 checking in for McCutcheon. That's Russ Kingma. He's a 5'11 senior, and he replaces number 5 Falk on the court for McCutcheon.
Like all of McCutcheon's team is between 5'11 and 6'2", which usually, they've had some height over the years. They've got one guy that I say all, but there's one guy listed at 5'8".
Wow.
But not a dominant inside player.
No. The write-ups I've seen in the paper have talked about, of course, Fennessy, but then also the freshman. There's Kingma just into the game and hits a 3 from the baseline. And
he must be the zone buster, and he did his job.
He did
Came
it,
in off the bench cold. And
now, how hard is that? I was a wrestler in high school, but that is not an easy thing to do, to make that your first shot. Oh, man. K-Dub gets around his guy.
He thought he was wrestling there, I think, or something.
Yeah,
wrong sport.
It looked like it. Put a little chicken wing to slow K-Dub down. And
he's asking about getting some, good to get the blood flowing and, come in and try to get an easy shot, something in close. But to come in cold and drain a 3, there's Williamson.
Big three-pointer there, obviously designed out of bounds. K-Dub comes up big with the 3 right at the buzzer to end the first quarter, which makes the score 14-11 in favor of McCutcheon. But, hey, nice comeback there. Ty Linus is going to check in here at the break, and he's going to replace Zaire Morgan. So, Coach giving the guys a break. But K-Dub was hot Saturday. It looks like he's carried that into tonight with a really nice – that was a long three-pointer, too. Got any scoring updates?
Well, I must have marked down a three-pointer that was only a two-pointer.
Okay. Because
I came up with 12 points. But Linus had, I thought, that was a 3. And then Williamson were both of his, I thought, were 3s.
Yep.
And then Hall had the putback for 2. And then Wallace made one of his free throws. Yeah. So obviously one of these has got to be a two-pointer. That or the official score is wrong. I don't know. I was probably looking down thinking it was a 3, and one of them was obviously probably a 2.
That's the way I remember it too, but maybe one of K-Dub's was a 2.
Williamson with the 6, and then Lawhorn, the freshman for the Mavericks, with 5, their leading scorer here at the first quarter.
Okay, so here we go. Athenian ball. So not only did they get the 3, but the arrow was in their favor, so they get the ball coming out of the break for the quarter. So to start the second quarter here, Athenian basketball. And we're going to have another foul on McCutcheon as they try to...
That'll be on Finney, I think, trying to guard Jesse.
Yeah, Finney's got a big job in front of him. 6'7" Jesse Hall.
Yeah.
Not an easy task for him. And then we got the illegal screen there. Is on Jesse, just moving as he tried to free up.
Well, or you could give it maybe the offense. His teammate needs to let him get to his spot before he takes off too. And could go either way on that one. But
good point. Offense, help your teammate out. Help him set the screen. So turnover back to McCutcheon. Good chance though for us to really possibly tie it up there, but that's all right. It's a game of runs, and that's what we're going to do now. Athenians certainly battling here with McCutcheon, 14-11 in favor of the Mavericks.
Still in that zone defense. McCutcheon doing a good job being patient, but then the turnover again.
It's effective, isn't it? Another turnover. And then great job by Mekhi Wallace as he's heading out of bounds, gets the ball to Jesse Hall for 2 underneath. Great save, though, by Mekhi Wallace.
Good effort. Good job by Jesse going up there in traffic and going up strong and putting it in.
Nice job. Athenians came to play tonight, and there's a feed inside for McCutcheon, and they miss again. Their percentage, I feel like, can't be really high. We're going to get a jump ball, and that arrow should be in favor of McCutcheon. That was number 10, Alan Bernardez.
McCutcheon reminds me a lot of that college team about 10 miles to the northwest of them that miss all these baskets right underneath.
Right. Seems like a number of those have not fallen for them tonight. Yeah, they're shooting a low percentage. That's where I was going. You knew it. 14-13 in favor of McCutcheon, but we're cutting into there's the...
Yeah, he's off on that one.
Yep. I don't know, and the officials are not sure.
That should be off of Williamson.
Yeah. Yep. They got it right, I believe. And
they weren't really convincing with the call, though.
They looked at each other, and
nobody came up strong and pointed like,
"Aren't you supposed to sell it?"
Yeah, act like you know.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a missed call in their eyes.
Yeah.
So here we go, McCutcheon basketball again. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 1 point lead to the Mavericks. Moving the ball around the outside to Finney. Trying to get it inside, but the Athenians have stymied their offense, and they haven't got any breaks off of it. And when they have tried to get it inside, it's, I believe, been turned over.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers trying to get that easy basket. But
Coach Pierce, I'm sure, has scouted them well. Great block by Ian Hensley there from behind, and that turns the ball over to the Athenians. Nice defense once again for Crawfordsville. Big quick drive there. That was, Lawhorn is up for 2. Well, he can get up. Has that problem I never would have had. I think his hand got a little caught up there in the net, or maybe even against the rim.
Yeah, he's a smooth player.
Yeah.
He really moves well.
Is that McCutcheon timeout? I missed who called it.
Yep.
Assume so.
30-second timeout, I believe is what I saw signaled.
So here we go. Athenians, again, coming off that big victory over, they lost a heartbreaker in the Classic, the championship game of the Sugar Creek Classic to Western Boone. Western Boone really led most of the game, and Crawfordsville made a great run at the end of it and really had a chance to win it there. Ball did not bounce our way, and so ended up in the championship game, dropping that game, I think, by 5 points once it was
58-53, I think it was.
Yeah, once everything was said and done. So, but then they went to Victory Prep, a good team out of Indianapolis, and got a great win coming out of that, and then head into McCutcheon, and then I think Fountain Central and Southmont this weekend. So lots of big games coming up for Crawfordsville. There's Linus got into the lane. The guy altered to shot a bit. Good job by K-Dub, almost getting the steal there, as McCutcheon made a kind of a lazy pass.
Still zone defense by Crawfordsville.
Well, you wouldn't change it, right, until it stops working.
Until they figure it out.
And they have not yet, although you got to figure that's what that timeout was about.
Yep.
He can figure it out a little bit, right?
Yep.
Lawhorn again with another 3. Pushes the lead up to 6 for McCutcheon.
He's got 10 points already earlier.
He can shoot.
Yeah.
Man,
and he can
quick.
drive. He's good around. Just got a good all-around game.
Yeah. Freshman again for McCutcheon. Good job by Mekhi Wallace. Nice feed from Jesse Hall.
Yep.
And a great job. Jesse is good at finding the open guy. I mean, he could be... He could take a lot more shots himself, but he often will be patient, find the open guy, and make that feed. So that's going to put Mekhi at the line, shooting 2.
Good cut by Wallace to recognize, not just stand and watch Hall do his thing, made a dive to the basket when his men went to help.
Yeah, great job.
Got the shooter's roll there on that shot.
He sure did. First one's good, 19-14. Zaire Morgan checked into the game, give K-Dub a break. Senior guard's done well, and Mekhi's second shot's a little long. Oh, man. They're surely not going to call foul.
Wow.
That is.
Wow. I mean, he was blocked out.
Yeah.
The other guy was moving, but Jesse was trying to go the other way, and he just
tried to get around.
no hands on him or anything.
Yeah. Tough call there, so Jesse picks up his second foul on, man, not much of a foul, going for the ball that was heading out of bounds, which, anyway. Yeah, not much contact on that, but in any case, that's a 4th foul on Crawfordsville, 6 on McCutcheon.
There's number 4 again.
Yeah,
he likes that spot.
Lawhorn again. It's another 3, and it's good. And that makes it an 8-point lead.
Better be aware of where he is at all times on that.
Yeah. Coach Pierce has been known to face guard a guy that gets hot like that. And
he's got a decision here to make with 2 fouls already on Jesse. It looks like he's going to leave him in.
Yep. Shot was in and out for Ty Linus, 3-point attempt, and so rebound to McCutcheon. There's Lawhorn again. Shot's long.
It's too close.
Yeah,
back up.
Right. He's at the right angle, just too close.
Yep.
Ty Linus with the rebound for the Athenians.
Oh, McCutcheon's in his zone now here.
Looking for Hensley. And
was kind of in a 2-3 zone.
Yeah.
Timeout by Coach Pierce.
Going to get him all set up here a little bit. And saw some things he didn't like that he's going to get corrected mid-game here. So on the floor for Crawfordsville, or will be after the timeout, Mekhi Wallace, Ty Linus, Ian Hensley, Jesse Hall, and Zaire Morgan. Scores 14-22 in favor of McCutcheon with 3:30 to go here in the second quarter.
Well, one more foul by the Mavericks, and the Athenians will be shooting bonus the rest of this half.
Yeah. We got anybody else in foul trouble? I know we have 2 on Jesse. That's all for the Athenians. 4 team fouls for the Athenians.
Yeah, and I've got excited and forgot to write down all the fouls for McCutcheon. I do know that Loy has 2.
Yeah. Loy has 2 and went to the bench. And again, McCutcheon with the obviously always played this game on a Tuesday night. Interesting game. So that we've got a good crowd here, but not like you get on the weekends, of course. But what we do have that I love is our pep band is here.
Yeah.
And they do a fantastic job.
They did a great job in the national anthem.
Yeah, it's fun to have them here. So Athenian basketball. Morgan back to Linus. Finding Mekhi Wallace's pass was just a little hot there. Mekhi could not come down with it, but he was open. Good look.
Yeah.
So McCutcheon basketball. Fennessy brings the ball up the court for McCutcheon in the hands of, that is Peyton Folk.
Still the same zone. Now they've got, well, there he's now moving. Lawhorn was posting up in the middle, but
okay. Working the baseline now.
There he is on that side.
Yep. Collapsing on him pretty quickly, though.
He's open now. Oh, He didn't throw it to him.
Fennessy with the basketball, trying to drive back out to Folk for 3, and that's good from the top. And pushes the lead up to 11 there. They're warming up from 3.
Yeah. Well, kind of contain, Lawhorn goes out and makes 3 of them, and now everybody else wants to get in on the action.
That's right. Zaire Morgan into Linus, who's looking for Jesse underneath. I think there's going to be a foul. Yep.
That's on 12 again.
That'll be his second, right? Yep, that's his third. You're right. Yep. You just called that out. I thought he was on the bench. So that's 3 fouls on Loy, who's a starter.
There again, not much of it. I didn't see, unless they got him with the body down low, I guess. But
yeah. Puts Jesse Hall at the line. Not going to comment at all on his free throw shooting until he shoots. Learned my lesson there. Oh, man. I was going to comment. He's an excellent free throw shooter, so I guess even me saying anything jinxed him. So attempt was short. That is in the 1-on-1, as Coach Hobson mentioned. Athenians in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter, remainder of the half.
You never like to miss free throws, but especially when you're behind.
Yeah.
It's always...
It's good to score with that clock stopped, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think missing a 1-and-1 is a turnover.
There he is, open again.
Oh, man, he is hot. That is Lawhorn again with another three, really from his same spot. I mean, he just keeps shooting.
Yeah. Great pass by Falk to get him the ball there, like on the reversal really quickly. Falk had just hit one a moment ago himself, being unselfish there.
Ty Linus on the drive.
On Linus, should be.
Yep. Charge, and it was. They were moving.
They're going to call somebody else. He must got it. Somebody else must have shoved him from the side.
So it was number 3, Skadberg, with the foul. That's the 8th foul on McCutcheon. Linus will go. He was shooting anyway, so he's going to shoot 2, and the first one's good for Linus. It's good. Been a little while since we put some points up there on the board, so.
Yeah, we had it down to
16.
3-point game there, and McCutcheon went on a little run there.
Yeah, good 3. So Kadar back into the game, replacing Linus, and for McCutcheon, number 32, Mason Douglas out there. We thought that foul was going to be on him, which I believe would have been. Well, I don't know.
He had a better statistician. It would have been at least his second, but
well, that's what I thought. I thought it was only 2, but I called him out for 3 earlier, and I was wrong. So I think it is just his second. That's Mason Douglas in the drive in the lane, and nothing there. Rebound to the Athenians. Good defense. Oh, there we go. Looked. He's got quick hands. He's got quick hands too.
Must have hit him on the wrist, I guess. But
Lawhorn tried to steal the ball from Jesse from behind, and he was gone down the court, but foul is called on him. 9th foul on McCutcheon. Puts Jesse Hall back at the line. First attempt is up and good. You already know that I think Jesse shoots good free throws.
Well, he's got his miss out of the way for the night, so he'll hit the rest of them then.
Alex Kellerman's going to check in for Crawfordsville on the made free throw by Jesse Hall and give Hall a break.
Well, it's a good idea here with those 2 fouls to get him out here on a defensive possession so he doesn't pick up a foul. But
Jesse hurt his ankle about 3 or 4 minutes into the game Saturday for the Athenians and wasn't able to come back on that day. And Alex Kellerman came in and replaced him and played really well. So good opportunity for the sophomore to get some time. And Lawhorn again.
There he is again.
Yeah, a little deeper that time, but same general area he likes to shoot from. Athenians working their offense with Jesse Hall out. Now Alex Kellerman in underneath, so another sophomore. Actually, 4 sophomores on the court right now for Crawfordsville, and then the senior and Carson Williamson. There is Mekhi Wallace, and they're going to get him for a travel.
I don't think they got him for an offensive foul before the travel. He didn't travel, but
looked like he
definitely lowered the shoulder a little bit, though.
He cleared the way out. He's a big dude.
Either way, it's a turnover.
Yeah, 40 seconds here remaining.
Athenians back in the man-to-man now with Williamson, the job of trying to shut down Lawhorn.
Yeah, and he really came in against McCutcheon, did a good job. Or not McCutcheon, against Western Boone, did a really great job playing some defense on their leading scorer just to shut them down. So, of course, McCutcheon's going to be patient here.
Yep. 15 seconds ago, work for that last shot here.
Around the outside, you got to think they're going to look for Lawhorn. And there's Zaire Morgan with
Athenians got some fouls to give here, so I mean they don't really. Yeah, it's a good job, really. If you
smart foul, that's a good point. That's Zaire's first foul, and only 5 on Crawfordsville. 6.9 seconds to go. You actually could do it again.
Yeah.
I don't know that you want Morgan to pick up 2.
Yeah, not him probably.
But they're going to go for a little jump and run, and oh man. Looked like he went straight up, but I think they're going to get Wallace maybe.
Yeah, he's
looking at him. Yep. Fouls on Mackay Wallace.
That's his second.
Yeah. So Jesse and Mackay both have 2. And puts Falk at the line for McCutcheon to shoot 2. And sort of bailed them out there with 2 seconds to go. They were looking for Lawhorn, and we played some really good defense. So number 10, Alan Bernardez. And number 20, Garrett Mash, check in for McCutcheon. Mackay Wall's going to take a break, obviously, and Jesse Hall's going to jump in there for him. Free throw is up and no good. Ball into the hands of Hensley, which will end the half. Score at halftime: McCutcheon 32, Crawfordsville 18. And I feel like they just went on a run, Daryl, with, about halfway through the second quarter, Lawhorn got hot, and that obviously busted our zone a bit. So,
yeah, I think it was 18 to 15 maybe there at one point, and Athenians only scored 3 points the rest of the way, and McCutcheon scored 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the leading scorer, obviously, for the Mavericks with Lawhorn with 19 first half points. So he's burning it up and just balance scoring, for the Athenians, really. Williamson had the 2 3-pointers, and then nobody else with more than 5. Or Hall has 6. Yeah, with those 2 free throws and those 2 baskets. So.
Okay. Yep, so Athenians have their work cut out for them, and Coach Pierce will go in there and get them fired up, make the adjustments necessary to come back out here and battle in the second half against McCutcheon. Obviously, the one really larger school on our schedule pretty consistently here for a few years has just been a tough battle for Crawfordsville. But this is what I love about the Athenians. They don't stop. They just keep battling throughout the rest of the game, and we can count on that. They're going to play hard through the end. And, you come out of halftime and battle back. Get a stop, get a bucket, and just keep trying to do that every possession.
But that's one thing about under Coach Pierce. The Athenians have always played hard, and they've always been strong defensively and able to play really good, strong man-to-man defense. We saw them play a lot of zone here that helped early in this game, but then McCutcheon figured that out, and Lawhorn got hot and brought the Athenians out of that zone.
Yeah, that certainly worked there for a while, and we were just hanging right with them. But and certainly can. And defensively, you never know, creating turnovers and just watching the Athenians.
It was actually better with the man-to-man. They were driving and getting to the basket, but they weren't hitting the shots.
Yes, that's true.
So we went to the zone to keep them from getting to the basket, and they started hitting all the threes. So go figure.
Might go, switch that back. So halftime here. We will take a break for a few minutes and come back with about a minute to go in the halftime before second half begins, second half action. And so thanks for joining us here on the Crawfordsville McCutcheon webcast. All right, Athenian fans, we are getting ready for second half action. Crawfordsville McCutcheon basketball game on a Tuesday night in the middle of January. And thankful for high school athletics. What fun it is to watch these guys compete and play hard. And starting lineup for the Athenians is a change. Coach Pierce doesn't do this very often, but he's made a change in the lineup. And so starting for Crawfordsville will now be K-Dub, Mekhi Wallace, Jesse Hall, Zaire Morgan, and Carson Scott, the senior. And I always say defensive specialist because he just plays some incredible defense. He's super quick. He takes charges. He makes things happen, and he brings a spark. And I'm sure Coach Hobson that's what Coach Pierce is thinking.
Yeah, he's probably going to be guarding number 4. Now, the McCutcheon has come out here in a zone to start the second half.
Yep.
So, little change up for them.
They are back to their starting lineup of Lawhorn, Mason Douglas, Falk, Loy, and Fennessy, of course. So McCutcheon back to their original starting lineup. There's a kick on the entry pass down to Mekhi Wallace, but that ball will stay right here with Crawfordsville under their basket. Here we go. K-Dub to inbound. Finds Jesse Hall, which is always an easy find. Nice to have a 6'7" guy to toss it into.
Yeah.
Zaire Morgan setting up the offense for Crawfordsville.
They got Hall in the middle trying to get the ball inside to him. That's definitely what you want to be able to try and do against the zone, unless you got to.
Let's get up with a 3, but he's going to get fouled on that, and I think that might be on Loy. So
he's having a bad night.
We are not a minute into the third quarter, and I believe he's just picked up his 4th foul. So, yep, and so here we go. Number 3, Skadberg is going to check in for Loy. Can't thrill a coach when you pick up your 4th foul less than a minute in on a 3-point attempt, can it?
But, the rule of thumb, you never want to foul a jump shooter.
Yeah.
And especially from that far out.
Yep. First two free throws are good for K-Dub. Got the ball for his 3rd attempt. Skadberg checks in for Loy, and all 3 are good for the senior leader of this basketball team. Fennessy brings the ball up the court from McCutcheon. So, good start for the Athenians. We always talk about the need to come out of the half and have a great start. And so far in the first minute, they have.
Back in the man-to-man defense. Good job by Carson there.
Scott right into the passing lane.
He
just double-dribbled.
They cut us, that's the old, when's it a fumble and when's it a dribble? And
yeah. Sometimes they allow you to do that and because you're still getting control of the basketball, and that time that official did not. Said he dribbled and then dribbled again. So
I think because he was moving.
Yes.
If he'd have been standing in one spot, it would have been different. But he's on the move, and he actually had to dribble it to get his feet back underneath him.
And you called it. Carson's in there to play defense on Lawhorn, and he is.
Yeah.
I told you, Coach Pierce will put a guy on me to face guard you to shut you down, and that's what he did. Good quick hands by K-Dub, stealing the ball away from Skadberg. And K-Dub can do that. Finds Carson Scott just a little too much on the pass.
Dangerous cross-court pass there. It's usually straight across is a tough pass to make.
Yeah. A lot of defenders in the way, and ball goes out of bounds. Back to McCutcheon, 6:20 to go here in the third quarter.
Well, I'm sure Coach Pierce told Carson, says, you worry about number 4, nothing else.
That's
and
right.
There he is.
They screened for him nicely. Mekhi Wallace, Carson was chasing him, but good screens. And I'll tell you what, the freshman came off those screens really nicely.
He moves quick.
Yeah.
I mean, he works hard without the ball, which is very, very important.
Another 3-point attempt. K-Dub tries to match it. Mekhi Wallace keeps that ball alive and into the hands of Zaire Morgan. So offensive rebound to the Athenians.
And Carson
Scott
can shoot.
Into the game. 3-pointer is good for the senior. Number 5, seeing his first minutes here of this McCutcheon game. Another turnover. K-Dub poked it away from behind again. Zaire Morgan ends up with the basketball. And Ian Hensley's ready to check in for the Athenians. The next stop and play.
Yeah, the zone has really slowed, the Athenians down. Just doing a good job working here. But, McCutcheon's got an 11-point lead. They can
afford
to some time to run off the clock
right.
here. But it's still early, 5 minutes left in the third quarter. A lot of time to come back.
Yeah, good start here out of the half for the Athenians. Zaire Morgan looking to run the offense here. And Coach Pierce going to get timeout.
Athenians, it'll be a 30-second timeout.
Jesse's going to take a seat, and Ian Hensley's going to check in, I think, for Jesse Hall. 30-second timeout. Coach Pierce gets things set up. Again, though, I'm encouraged by the way we came out of that half, and plenty of time to cut into this lead. If we can hit some shots, K-Dub has made some things happen here right out of halftime. Couple tapped the ball away, so a couple steals, created a couple turnovers, hit a big three.
Well, defense, good offense starts with good defense, and just got to figure out a way to stop number 4 really right now, because, I mean, he's all the offense for the Mavericks. So got to have some good help defense on those screens. Guys are going to have to step out and bump him and slow him down so Carson can catch back up with him.
Yep. So here we go. Ball into Zaire Morgan. Athenians going to get another chance to maybe get this thing under double digits. There's K-Dub for 3. Just off. Rebound to Fennessy from McCutcheon. Pushing the ball ahead, and it's going to be another. Well, I thought I almost called it too soon. Yep. That's Douglas. He can't handle the pass, and turnover back to Crawfordsville. Alex Kellerman's going to come into the game, so some offense now for, although I say that, Carson Scott hit a big 3 just a minute ago. He can do it too, but we know Alex Kellerman can shoot and put up some points quickly. So here we go again. We got 4. I like to call this out because there are 4 sophomores on the floor, and K-Dub leading the way there from looked like a lot of contact.
Yeah.
A little bit of a slow whistle.
32 got him with the body and maybe on the wrist too.
So that is Mason Douglas, the 6'2 senior. 2 fouls on him. I'll put K-Dub at the line. And Coach Pierce likes to do this early. Alex Kellerman's going to check out, and Carson Scott back in for defense. First free throw is good. Leads down to 10, Coach.
Yeah. We got to make the free throws, and Williamson has done that now 5 in a row.
Another free throw, good.
This half.
So the lead is down to 9 points. Crawfordsville works their way back into this with great defense, and then they're making shots, threes and free throws, at least right now. McCutcheon in that zone. Ball into the hands of Lawhorn. We got Ian Hensley guarding him right now. Puts up a little quick move there, and shots off. Rebound to Hensley. Good defense. Good job by the Athenians. K-Dub sets up the offense now. He's being guarded by number 5, and that's Peyton Folk. But McCutcheon switch back to man-to-man. Jump shot for Zaire Morgan, just off, and rebound to Lawhorn, who's trying to go all the way. Oh, wow. He drives.
Oh, wow. They're going to call that.
A little bit of an NBA continuation there.
Looked like he got him on the floor out there and on the reach-in when he was on the floor, and then... Whew.
He wasn't going to stop, though, so he gets the continuation. Fouls on K-Dub. That's his second foul. And first foul on Crawfordsville, the half. Kellerman checks back in for Hensley. As Lawhorn goes to the line, they gave him the bucket, so three-point play the old-fashioned way is good. Leads back to 12. Zaire Morgan setting the offense for Crawfordsville. Hensley on the wing, looking to get it inside there. It's good movement by the Athenians. Looking to get somebody set up here. Good man-to-man defense by McCutcheon. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Looked like a foul there on Lawhorn, but nothing called. There's Kellerman from deep, and it's off, and I think we're going to they're actually going to call that on Wallace. On the rebound, had to hold somebody's arm, and they caught him.
That's his third.
3 fouls on Mackay, that's right. And Hall and Scott are going to check back in. They're going to give Mackay a break, so Jesse Hall checks in for him. Carson Scott's back in for Kellerman. as the offense-defense substitutions continue here. Fennessy bringing the ball up the court for McCutcheon. They're going to go inside. They have not done this very often, but good defense by Jesse Hall. Ball to Lawhorn. Coach recognized they were a little out of sort there, and so timeout McCutcheon. Coached by Tyler Shearer, and I feel like it's his second year, but I could be wrong about that. It may have been his third.
I don't remember when Coach Peckinpah retired. I lose track of time a lot easily. But
was it after their state they played the state finals and came out of that runner-up? And I just can't remember if that was Fennessy's senior year or after that.
I don't recall either.
So got an update from the Athenian girls basketball team. They're playing at Covington tonight. There are 3 minutes to go in the third, and they are down 27-22. So close game at Covington for the Crawfordsville girls. Thanks to Holly Kellerman for that update. She's got her son playing here and her senior daughter playing there. There's Lawhorn with the ball, guarded closely by Carson Scott. Back to Fennessy, who's right into the trees there with Jesse Hall. Couple offensive rebound. There we go.
Fennessy gets to the rack. He just can't get the roll.
Can't finish it.
Nope.
But he gets there a lot.
Yeah.
Does a good job. Athenians looking to, again, cut in this 12-point lead now. So it could be single digits again. And K-Dub knows he can take his man, and there we go. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Yep.
And guess who drew that?
Yeah.
He can play defense, too.
That's right. That's Lawhorn. He was set up there, and K-Dub went into him, and offensive foul. That's his third foul. 2 minutes to go here. It's 3 fouls on the Athenians, 2 fouls on McCutcheon as we get under 2 minutes.
Just a really heady play by the freshman there. I mean, he's impressive.
Yeah.
Well, we just talked about him not finishing, and there he did with the left hand.
That time. We got to stop jinxing him that way. 26-40 is the score here. There's a three-pointer by Hensley, and it's good from the baseline. That was a good shot. And there goes Lawhorn again. A little bit out of control that time, and good job by K-Dub getting that rebound, getting the ball back to Carson Scott into the hands of our guards. Great job by the Athenians. Jesse Hall for 3. Looks good, and it is. So that's 6 quick points for Crawfordsville. Makes the lead 8, 32-40 here with a minute to go in the third quarter. Good run by the Athenians. Let's see if they can get another stop. Update from Rob Williamson at Covington. Three-point attempt, no good by McCutcheon. Rebound again to Williamson. Update from Covington girls game. We're down 29-35 with under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
Very close to getting his fourth foul, but good job sliding by the defender there to get the call on the block.
Foul is
That'll
called
be
on
his
Douglas.
third, I believe.
I think you're right, yep. 3 fouls, 3 team fouls apiece between McCutcheon and Crawfordsville. Puts K-Dub at the line, shooting 2. Ty Linus is going to check in, and number 10, Alan Bernardez, is going to check in for McCutcheon. First shot's up and good.
Carson's going to fill my free throw line up here. I'm going to have to add an extension on for him.
And it's hard not to comment on his free throws, but I'm just going to stay quiet because his dad might be listening, and I do not want to do anything to jeopardize this next shot.
Yeah.
So here we go, 33-40, leads down to 7. Free throws up, and it's good. K-Dub stays hot there with that streak. Down to 6 with 40 seconds to go. K-Dub takes a break. Don't want him to pick up another foul with 40 seconds to go.
Yep, good job by Coach Pierce protecting those guys.
And Cole Watts in there, another defensive, does a great job.
Good job by
hands
Hensley.
by Hensley. Yeah. Not only to intercept, knock the pass loose, and then knocked it off of McCutcheon on the sideline there, right at half court. So great job. Way to be heads up, and he plays really well. So Watt and Carson Scott checked out. Kellerman and K-Dub back in with 30 seconds to go here.
We got a chance to cut it to 3 or 4 here.
Yeah, really good job by the Athenians coming out in this third quarter and playing hard, just like we talked about. Ready to go. Coach made some changes. And we have done a good job with shot selection and just hustling after loose balls. Creating turnovers. There's Ian Hensley for 3. And it's good. Got the shooter's roll again. Yeah. Cuts it to a 3-point lead.
Great set play there. A nice screen by Hall. And they had to set that without being moving. He was set. And then a good job by Hensley to knock it down.
Outstanding quarter. Came out and really played well the entire third quarter. Crawfordsville did. And so heading into the fourth quarter, we're at a 3-point basketball game.
I didn't write it down, but, halfway, 5 minutes to go in the quarter, we were down 14, I believe it was. And so, good job cutting.
Remember when they cut it to single digits? It was like on one of K-Dub's free throws.
You mentioned it's a game of runs, and we've had a run, so.
Stop their run, have a run of our own.
McCutcheon gets the ball out of the timeout here, out of the quarter break, I should say.
Got help from Shelly Harris. It was Fennessy's junior year that they had gone to, had gone to state, played in the state finals that year. Thank you to Shelly Harris, and she would know.
So did Peckinpah retire?
I think he retired after that, yep.
Coach Peckinpah was down at Turkey Run when I was down there in the 70s.
Is that right? His son is now at Clinton Prairie coaching. He was here the other night scouting. Not us, obviously. We don't play them this year, but Western Boone does. So start of the fourth quarter, 40-37.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, really, by Douglas set the screen, and Carson was doing a good job staying with Lawhorn, and then he just rolled to the basket and pinned his man. And
they found him and he hit it and got the and one. Foul on Kellerman. Nope, foul on Hensley. His first foul. Kellerman's right there too. On the floor for the Athenians, Karsten Williamson, Zaire Morgan, Jesse Hall, Ian Hensley, and Carson Scott. For McCutcheon, they have Peyton Falk, Lawhorn, Fennessy, Douglas, and Lloyd.
Had a good look at it. Good screen by Hall there, and just point-blank range. Hit the back of the iron.
Foul situation, 4 fouls on Crawfordsville. K-Dub's got 3 on him, and 3 fouls on McCutcheon. Fennessy's setting up for McCutcheon here across to Falk. And now it's in the hands of Lawhorn, and Carson Scott's right on him.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. I mean, that's what we said. We got to shut him down to get back in it, and we did.
Yes.
And we're back in the game now.
Yep, good move. Good defensive move there. Zaire Morgan with the defense on Falk. Looks like he's going to pick up the foul on the shot.
Foul on number 12, Morgan. His second. Team Smith.
Kellerman will check back in. Falk's going to the line to shoot 2. That's 5 fouls on the Athenians. 5-point lead for McCutcheon. 6-point lead for McCutcheon. Kellerman checks in for Carson Scott.
I believe Falk is 2 for 3 at the line thus far.
Second attempt is up and good. Makes it a 7-point lead for McCutcheon, but Athenian basketball here keep doing what they're doing.
Man-to-man by the Mavericks still this half. They just pretty much lived in that man-to-man.
Lawhorn has some quick hands.
Yeah, he does. Yep.
I don't think Coach Pierce wants Zaire to take that ball down to that corner. Getting some trouble there. He got an extra defender with the out-of-bounds line. So, good job. K-Dub with a quick shot. Three is just off. Tough shot there. Rebound to McCutcheon.
Yeah, McCutcheon probably work a little bit of clock here. Work up for an easy shot with that 7-point lead.
Yep.
Under 6 minutes to
Under
go here
six
now.
to go, that's right. Good switch by Crawfordsville. Kellerman and Hensley playing great defense.
Well, Loy's back in the game. We'll see how long he can play without getting his fifth foul
right.
now.
And there's Lawhorn with the quick drive. Quick drive for two. Makes it a 9-point lead. Tough to, on that offense-defense switch there when Carson's not in there.
Yeah.
For guys to keep up with him. He is quick.
He's got
quick hands.
27. He's only got 8 in the second half thus far. But
wow.
There's another.
Yeah, blocked.
Oh, yeah, he slid a little too late on that one. But
yep.
They tried to get there.
Kellerman on the drive is going to pick up the foul. And he'll be shooting two. That's fourth foul on McCutcheon. Second foul on Lawhorn. We just need about 3 more on him. Be helpful. So here we go. First shot's long from Alex. Kellerman at the line. 9-point lead, 5:19 to go in the game. Athenians have battled back into this. See if they can keep battling for the next 5:19 and come out with a dub. Kellerman has a great shot, but both free throws are off. So McCutcheon basketball. Finnessy brings the ball off the court. Into the hands of their Lawhorn. The guy that has been the point man for them.
Yeah, it's impressive as a freshman, to be out there running the show. He's just. What can you say? I mean, he didn't make that shot.
No, but
boy,
it's
he's
a great drive and
quick. He's got good.
Got to the rim but missed it. K-Dub does the same thing. Got to the rim. A lot of contact, no call. K-Dub goes down, but ball back to McCutcheon. Out to Lawhorn for 3. Ball short. And looking, Jesse Hall pushes the ball up the court to K-Dub with a nice reverse.
Oh,
left hand
nice
reverse. Shot. Great shot. Great find by Jesse Hall. Good rebound.
That's the shot I was wanting to do in the first half when he was down here.
Yeah,
he can do it. Yeah.
With his left hand, too.
Oh, we got a guy underneath wide open.
Yep, they missed it. McCutcheon missed their guy again. But I think they want to burn some clock.
Yeah.
4:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. Good deflection there by Zaire Morgan. And Watt with that. Ball out of bounds to McCutcheon. Watt and Carson Scott are going to check in, and K-Dub and Zaire Morgan are going to take a seat. Athenians are going to play a little defense here. Timeout McCutcheon. 39-46. 4 minutes to go.
It'll be a full timeout.
We've got a battle.
Yeah, we do. McCutcheon did a good job withstanding that Athenian run and answered that with a little mini run here of their own.
Yep. Yeah, good job. And Athenians just playing some great defense and taking good shots, and they're still hustling right in this game. I mean, 7-point lead with 4 minutes, 3:59 to go. Good game.
Yeah, obviously got to get some stops here.
Coach Hobbs, I don't want you to miss this. Coach Welliver just gave us an update on Purdue, and it was...
Oh, they're way behind.
It was thumbs down.
Yeah.
You know how that just breaks my heart.
Well, it's kind of, that's odd that the home team...
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, down 12 with 10 minutes to go.
Okay.
Here's a Northwestern holding true to the home team, leading Maryland 55-50.
Big Ten
10 minutes to go there.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Nearly impossible to win on the road. Okay, here we go. McCutcheon basketball.
Yeah, I saw there's been 6 games on the road, 1.
Is that it now?
By the Big Ten, I think it was.
It was 5-30 at one point, so yeah, that means only 1 more since I saw that stat. Tough to win. Big Ten's going to beat each other up. Here we go. McCutcheon looking inside. Got a guy open. Good hands by Jesse Hall. Stop that. Looked like maybe could have been a travel call, though. I'm not sure he moved.
Yeah, it's one of those they could have called it.
They did work and get it inside. They spread out and got Douglas a shot. Good defensive pressure by Crawfordsville. Kellerman for 3 off the front of the rim. And there's Cole Watt hustling after it, but it's out of bounds. So for the Athenians, got Cole Watt, Carson Scott, Alex Kellerman, Jesse Hall, and Ian Hensley on the court right now. McCutcheon has their starting lineup in. 9-point lead, 3:11 to go. And hot pass in there to Douglas again, who's just going to take it right back outside.
Yeah, good heads-up play there. He didn't have a good shot. Had Hall right on him.
He's a senior. Good steal by Jesse Hall. May take it all the way here, and he is. And off front of the rim, but he got fouled.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure they were going to call that, but they did. Yep.
I think it's one of those, if he'd have made it, they may not have called the foul. But
seems like they were waiting for something.
Yeah.
That's Fennessy's third foul, 5 on McCutcheon. That's actually 5 team fouls for both. Jesse Hall goes to the line, shooting 2. And first shot bounces its way in there. Cut into that lead. Now an 8-point lead for McCutcheon. Basket's good. 7-point lead. McCutcheon inbounds into the hands of Lawhorn. He's going to bring the ball up the court. Comes a little defensive intensity from Crawfordsville.
Oh, and forced the turnover.
It did. It worked. Ball into Fennessy's hands. Goes out of bounds to Crawfordsville.
I think he thought, which he probably should have, Lloyd just stopped under the basket. He kept going. If he'd have just stopped, he was wide open underneath the basket there. And
Williamson and Morgan back in for Crawfordsville, replacing Watt and Scott. And K-Dub's going to drive, kick it out to Hensley. Oh, the 3 attempt just short. Online, but just short. Rebound to McCutcheon. Here we go. They're going to look surely to burn some clock there.
Oh.
Yep.
Looked like he traveled on his takeoff there.
Could have called that one. I think they got Morgan for the foul. Nope, got K-Dub for the foul. Not really the guy we want picking that up. That's 4 fouls on him, so he's going to have to be careful. 6 fouls on Crawfordsville.
They left Williamson in.
But more importantly, it's 4. Yep.
Illegal screen.
Yep.
Another turnover.
Foul on Fennessy. So that brings Morgan and Kellerman back in. That helped. 7-point lead. That's 4 fouls on Fennessy.
He's picked up a bunch here in a hurry.
Quick ones. And gives the ball back to Crawfordsville. 7-point lead, 2:25 to go.
They can't. Then they can't go out because no time went off the clock. It was a dead ball on the inbound. Good pickup there by the official.
Yep. So that puts Carson Scott and Cole Watt back into the game. And Morgan and Kellerman go back out. So the lineup set. K-Dub setting up the offense. Going to look obviously in there for Jesse Hall or Hensley outside. K-Dub can hit outside. Takes a shot. 3 attempts just off into the hands of McCutcheon.
Oh, good read.
There's K-Dub with the rebound. Read that.
Good hustle.
Yeah. The freshman jumped, got the rebound, but he jumped once he was in the area. He had to throw it. K-Dub read that perfectly. Good job. And then went immediately up and got fouled. So put K-Dub at the line. McCutcheon's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, we got a chance to cut it to 5 here.
Yeah.
Both teams shooting bonus the rest of the way.
It's Peyton Folk's first foul. 2:08 to go. Full timeout for McCutcheon. We can hear the coaching going on up here on that McCutcheon sideline. So 7-point lead again. Athenians right in this game. 2:08 to go. And I'm going to give a shout out to my son watching in Marion because I missed it last time I left my phone out in my car. So anyway, shout out to Cam Saunders watching his favorite high school basketball team ever, the Crawfordsville Athenians, play against a really great game against McCutcheon Mavericks tonight. Here we go with again, as you mentioned, both teams now in the bonus the rest of the way. 2:08 to go. I think safe to say the Athenians certainly have controlled this second half really, really well. On the floor now, Cole Watt, Carson Scott, Jesse Hall, Ian Hensley, and then K-Dubs at the line for the Athenians. Also with 4 fouls. We need him to not pick up that 5th foul. First attempt is up and good.
I don't see a substitute there to come in for him after this, but
6-point lead. They just want him to play safe and smart. And there he's good again. So 5-point lead, 48-43. Ball in the hands of Lawhorn. Carson's guarded closely by Carson Scott. And another turnover. Joe Fennessy turned it over into the hands of Jesse Hall. Driving, he's going to get fouled. So we're going to, hey, you couldn't ask for it to be any better. We're going to score with the clock stopped.
Yeah.
1.
Good job there collapsing on Fennessy, though. He tried to get a little fancy going between the legs and lost the dribble.
Jesse Hall at the line. First attempt's up and good. It's a 4-point game. 48-44 with 1:55 to go. It's 3 fouls on number 4, Lawhorn. 3-point game, 45-48.
Yeah, the Athenians are taking advantage of that free throw line. They scored a lot of points. Oh, there's another steal.
Another turnover. K-Dub with the steal. Finds a good pass up to Cole Watt, who hangs in the air with the layup and just can't quite get it. Pretty good defense there by McCutcheon. Had a great chance here to really cut this lead. Oh, no call. Ball's loose. Turnover again. Back to Jesse Hall. McCutcheon, a lot of turnovers.
That's a block.
Yep. He doesn't know which way he's going to call it.
The guy on top called the block.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know that they were on the same page, were they?
No, I think the guy on top was going to call the block. But
guy underneath, official underneath.
Oh, they did change it. Yep. Well, I don't know. No. This guy on top thinks they're shooting a free throw. And then.
Oh, man. And that offensive foul, if that's the way they're going to call it, is number 5 on Karsten Williamson. And he's limping a little bit, too.
Well, it's one of those, I mean, it could have gone. I don't know if they lowered the shoulder. That's what they look for more now. But looked like he was definitely sliding over, I thought.
I thought he was moving, but it looked like they were.
They've changed the way they call that.
Opinion, so. It should be the 5th foul on K-Dub. Or not. At least that's what the scoreboard has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dinged up a little bit. So, Zaire Morgan back into the game for K-Dub. 1:23 to go here. Tough call, tough break. Just play through it. You still got plenty of time. Yep. Do the Athenians. Got 1:23 to go. It's a 3-point game, and we got some guys that can create turnovers in there right now. Ball into the hands of Lawhorn, and Carson Scott's guarding him. And he's going to try to go all the way, but looked like he took an extra step.
I thought they traveled, too, yeah.
Yeah.
He's so fast, they couldn't pick it up.
He is quick. He's also a freshman. Good defensive pressure there by Watt and Scott. And
they hooked him?
He hooked him. He did. And if the ref saw it, that is his 4th foul. Yep. That's his 4th foul. It's a 3-point game. Ty Linus, Alex Kellerman are going to check in for Carson Scott and Cole Watt.
Linus has been out for a long time.
Yep. Can certainly hit a 3 here.
Had the first 3 of the game, didn't he? I think the first 3 points.
That's right. Under a minute to go here. Athenians down 3. Great opportunity here. Squares Linus on the drive, and it's good. Got around his man, drove straight to the hoop, and it's good. 47-48. Timeout Crawfordsville. 51 seconds to go.
Yeah, good strong move there by Linus.
Watt and Scott are going to check back in.
Back in for the defense. Yeah, so Fennessy and Lawhorn both have 4 fouls now for the Mavericks. So If we get into an extended game here, that could loom big.
That could loom really big. What was the score at halftime? 1932, 31?
32 to 18.
18-32. Yeah. So great job by Crawfordsville.
Yeah, and
doing just what we thought they could do.
Lawhorn had 19 points in the first half. He's got 8 this half.
Wow.
A lot of that, Carson Scott.
Yep. Great defense, great job.
I think the only time he scored is when he did score that one time when Carson got lost on the screen.
Yep. Tough time inbounding for McCutcheon. Good defense again by Crawfordsville. Here we go. Defensive pressure here. They're going to wait for us to foul.
Oh, they're going to the basket.
They are.
Wow.
Good job, good defense. That was Mason Douglas taking it to the hoop, and Cole Watt on the defense.
That's his first.
Well, they may have fouled the right guy. Douglas
Mavericks shooting 2.
Struggling.
Missed earlier.
Watt's first foul, and he got that one. The lefty just bounces in. So 2-point lead. Watt and Scott check out. Kellerman and Linus back in for Crawfordsville. Offense for defense has really sort of been going on the whole second half to some degree. And shot's good.
Well, they don't really need a 3 here.
Nope.
I mean, go for 2.
35 seconds.
Get Hall inside so you can get him the ball.
Yeah. Nobody can guard him. Oh, man. Quick hands by Lawhorn. And he stepped on line. Crawfordsville basketball. He grabbed him,
but they didn't call it.
No, they didn't. Slowed him down a little bit.
Yeah.
So almost turnover. Turnover averted for the Athenians. 26 seconds to go. Down 3 points.
Who wants to take the shot?
What do you think about getting fouled on a 3?
Well,
and we hit the free throw. Jesse Hall out there for 3. Looks good, and it is. Tie game. The only thing he missed was I called getting fouled. So,
boy, he made that look easy.
He did. 50-50, 13 seconds to go.
Well, before the game, Coach Welliver said, well, McCutcheon's only been scoring about 50 points a game.
Yeah.
And they're right on that.
They are. Just a great battle. We got an even game here. Coach Hobson with 13.1 seconds to go. Foul situation obviously going to loom a little bit large here because McCutcheon has 19 fouls. Crawfordsville has 8.
McCutcheon will go to the line for a bonus. Crawfordsville the rest of the way, 2-shot foul.
2-shot, that's right.
But then after, if Crawfordsville fouls, they both would be in the double bonus after one more Crawfordsville foul. So you just got to play good defense with your feet. So if you're McCutcheon here, probably going to put the ball in the hands of number 4, I would say. Let him try to break somebody down or create.
Great basketball game.
They spread it the last time, though, and let Douglas take it right to the rack. And
right. So here we go, 50-50, 13.3. They changed the clock. Added 0.2 of a second back on there.
I didn't know we had the instant replay here.
So here we go. Into the hands of Lawhorn, just like you said. 9 seconds to go here. And
oh,
wow,
boy, that was close.
Ugly. Jumped in the air. They're not going to get a good shot up. There's Fennessy. Oh, my goodness, he hit it. He hit it. Wow. Big shot from the wing.
Yeah.
He really, probably I would say this, he's not shot well tonight, but did when they needed it. So now we're down to half a second to go, if that's where it stays. They adjusted the clock last time, so I don't know. And then timeout, of course.
Well,
big three-pointer. So Lawhorn jumped in the air and was in trouble. Falk bailed him out there, and then they get the ball to Fennessy for a 3, and it's good.
Fennessy had all those times he was driving to the basket and missing all those shots, and then he gets the 3, and he makes it. It's kind of been McCutcheon's story for the night. Well, that's the way it was in the first half. We started out in that man-to-man, and they were beating us and getting to the basket, but they weren't hitting. And then we went to the zone, and they started hitting all those threes. And then here it is, second half, a three-pointer.
Right.
What, may give them the win.
It could. Oh, they put .9 on there.
Well, that's pretty big because is that rule still in place where you .7 you can't
actually grab it and shoot it?
Yeah.
You have to tip it. Yeah, there's a couple breakdowns there, and I don't know which one, but we had it a few weeks ago, actually, where they waved off a shot because we caught it and shot it.
Yeah. Well, either way, got to go full length of the floor here and make a 3 to extend this game or get fouled.
Yep, get fouled. It could happen. So we got Hensley going to inbound. You got Jesse Hall, Zaire Morgan, Ty Linus, Alex Kellerman in the game. Some three-point threats right there. They're going to take timeout. McCutcheon will take timeout now and get a look at what we had set up. Coach Pierce will either change it or just say, you know what, this is what's going to work. What a fantastic second half of basketball. Just did a great job coming right back in it.
It's been a good game. I mean, Crawfordsville, I think, did score the first basket of the game, right? And
I believe that's right.
3-0 lead, and then McCutcheon took the lead shortly after that and has had the lead the entire game until we tied it. So
tied it at 50.
Been one lead change maybe and
maybe
1 or 2 ties in this game, but it's been a good game.
Actually, I think Lawhorn may have jumped out. I think they had a 4-0 lead, and then Linus.
Okay, so they led it all the way then until we
tied it up. Yeah. So, great job. Could have gone one of two ways coming out of the half, right? You're down a bunch, and Athenians, as we talked about, right, going into halftime, they didn't shut it down. They kept playing hard, made a little defensive adjustment that was significant. And so here we go now, 50-53 with .9 seconds to go.
And we come out in the same lineup or set that we showed before the timeout.
There we go. Hensley looking, gets it into Linus, who launches, and it's off. Yep. What a fantastic job by the Athenians, just battling back into it, and tough loss. Really had a chance to get one there.
But they didn't quit. I mean, that's one thing about Coach Pierce's team.
Yeah.
You know, they were down. I think the 14 was the largest deficit, was it? Or maybe a little bit, somewhere around that. So, good job.
Yep, great game.
A lot of things to learn from.
Tuesday's next. Okay, so the next webcast will be next Tuesday. The Athenian girls basketball team, they have 2 home games left, so we'll be on the air on Tuesday for the webcast starting around 7:30 for the Athenian varsity girls basketball team against North Vermilion, playing the Falcons of North Vermilion. So, again, Coach Hobson, great job battling back for Crawfordsville and just made it an outstanding game with a chance to win it here at the end.
Yeah, they did. Like I said, they didn't quit. But end of the day, they lost.
That's right.
But
drops their record to 7-5, and they've got a big weekend coming up. They go to Fountain Central, and then go to Southmont on Saturday. So Friday night's for the boys. They head to Fountain Central and then Southmont for the double weekend. So this is a big week of basketball for Crawfordsville. A lot of games, and they played last Saturday as well. So they pack them in right here in this second half of the season, heading into sectional time.
Just looking at, I don't have all the scoring, but obviously Lawhorn with the 27 was huge for McCutcheon. Then Finnessy had 9, none bigger than that 3 he hit there with .9 left in the game. And then I'm sure I'm off a little bit, but Williamson 18 and Hall ended up with 16. Both of those, majority of their points coming from the free throw line.
That's right.
So
did a great job.
They both did a good job hitting their free throws.
Yep, and that's what got us back into the game, which is exactly what you said could happen. So good opportunity. Yeah. Thanks for joining me tonight on the webcast.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's good to be back in here. So
look forward to working with you again. Thanks to Coach Welliver and to Justin Duggar for their hard work, and we will hopefully be back on here on Tuesday. Thanks for joining us.